Hello, welcome to Nameless Nerds, where I don't write intros well on the spot, where we contradict ourselves immediately by introducing ourselves. With me today is Rosemary, Callum, Sophie, and Lana, and me. And we're doing a Civil War episode, and also something that Liam and Michael prepared.
Yes, they want me to. It's kind of like a pitch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Based on
not
the
one
do
of the
Hillary.
best.
Oh,
Actually, no, she wasn't mentioned.
really? Oh wow, that's rare.
But yeah.
This is gonna sound like just so obscure.
Yeah.
So, do we want to start with Liam and Michael so that we can then get on Civil War?
I think
Yeah.
we
Let's
should really
do-
start with the Liam and Michael.
Okay.
We're all quite curious.
Like no one gets to know how they are today. We're all just.
Yes, how is everyone?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I
yes.
thought, Rosemary. Sorry. I'll stick it out there. May the fourth be with you.
I just found a bueno in my room. It's great.
Very cool.
May the fourth be with you.
It's the unofficial Star Wars Day.
Oh.
Callum just gave the
No,
figures.
Anyway,
I'm our earphone users. They're just.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
think I'm getting a new dog, and I'm terrified because I keep telling my mom no new dogs, but now we're getting one.
Ooh.
Another deaf one, apparently, and it's called
Deaf or deaf?
Can't hear deaf.
Imagine like a little Grim Reaper dog. It's a deaf dog.
Oh, that'd be cute. Like like a little wiener dog in like a death outfit. You know the ones with the fake hands and the cloak and like his little scythe. That would be really cute. I like wiener dogs. Why can't you be a wiener dog?
Poor Snip.
Holy
She's
shit.
just a sausage dog.
How Snip's like hole in her head.
And she's fine. That sounds really obscure to our audience.
I've been
Snip got
listening to
bitten.
us.
For being naughty by the other dogs. Like, a human didn't bite her. She was naughty.
I just got so tired with her.
No, she's fine. She's still the same. She never learns. You'd think she'd have some common sense by now. No. No, she don't. Do you? No, you don't.
Poor Snip, she can't defend herself in the podcast.
Yes, she fucking can.
Jumps up onto the table, knocks over the mic.
Look, she can now. Something's on it.
Yeah, so Rosemary, do you wanna?
Okay. Yeah, so they came up with this over the weekend.
We should probably clarify Liam and Michael are two guys from our class.
Yeah.
They are the ones commonly referred to as the gays.
Yep.
why?
Well, technically, I'll tell you. I called them the gays.
Mhm.
Because I have lots of gay friends, and that was because my mom doesn't register people, so there's like Douglas was just like the nerdy guy, so he was the nerdy chick, and then they were the gays, and that's how I describe people to people. Like, my mom can't remember my friends who she's known for years' names. She's like the lesbian one or the fat one, and I'm like, yes, mother. And that's how they became the gays.
Okay.
And then they just used it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awkward because if they do something to piss you off and you're outside talking to someone, you'd be like, oh, I can't stand the gays today. It's just, you sound so homophobic. Like, it's just two of them.
Just two.
What do you mean sound? That
I'll
joke
be
didn't
wrong.
work.
Well,
I
I
didn't hear it right.
I was like, what? Doesn't matter. Just move on.
It was
Move
a shit
past it.
joke, so he's like,
It was a joke where it was like, ha ha ha, I am homophobic. Ha
I
ha
like
ha.
it, like,
Oh, okay.
Just
you make a joke that might be offensive, so you look to me.
Yeah.
See if it gets like...
your entire existence is offensive, that's fine. I'm just...
Anyway,
Okay, yeah, I will just start this. So it's a superhero movie.
Oh.
yeah.
already
That's-
worried.
The superheroes are Paris Hilton
I'm done.
and Tara Reid.
What are their
And
superpowers?
And so, I don't
Being
actually
terrible.
know. They basically, I think Paris Hilton just comes in like singing, and also then their villains
Okay.
are Yoko Ono and Courtney Love. So yeah, Yoko Ono will just be singing to like torture people.
That makes
It's
sense.
like an
And
evil
then,
siren.
Like the two heroes, I don't know, come in and save the day somehow. And they also had I don't know if you know Wendy Williams. The like
Rings a bell.
she's like a talk show host.
Yeah, yeah.
But we noticed when we were watching it, anything that she says, the audience claps. And so she'll just be like, this like fighting scene will be going on between, I think they had Paris Hilton and Courtney Love fighting, because that's Liam's two, like, favourite. So they're fighting. Wendy Williams is on in the background. She says something, and, like, everyone around them just starts clapping and, like, laughing. And then so they, like, stop their fight and clap as well, and then, like, carry on. So Wendy Williams is just always in the background, and everybody just claps when she says something.
I mean, it's a nice female-led movie. I don't know if it's a good.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, they didn't really give me a story. They just said that they're the heroes and they're the villains.
Are they gonna
so-
build a Courtney Love cinematic universe upon this?
God.
Probably.
Who else
I-
could be in it? I mean, I guess Lady Gaga's gonna come into it at some point.
Yeah.
I think so.
You sound like really like just, oh, they're gay, so they automatically love Lady Gaga.
No,
A little
I'm
bit.
saying this because
Liam and
like
Michael do.
for the first like week I knew them, I was like, I don't really like Lady Gaga. So for like the whole time they would speak to me, they'd be like, Lady
They actually, like,
Gaga.
almost hated you. They were like, no.
I have a problem with what you said though, Douglas. Like, nice female-led? I don't think nice really
I
applies to
literally followed it up with, I don't know if it's the best woman to be leading
that. Yeah.
a female-led movie.
But
How can I help you?
yeah. So they like phoned me up. Well, they phoned me up. I think like 1 o'clock last night and told me that I had to say it. So I wasn't allowed not to pitch
No
it.
choice.
So I had to do it. So
Did
there
they
it
start
is.
listening to the podcast? Now they're like, let's get Rosemary to say things against her will.
We'll get them on here one day.
We will. We have to before I leave. That would be hilarious.
But you're passing me your bag, but no,
No.
you're just holding it up for your dog.
She wants to sniff.
Sniffy snip.
Snippy snip or
Sniffy snip.
She's-
Okie dokie.
No,
So
it's
yeah.
just 'cause it's a bag full of biscuits.
Do you have any like place in your room that doesn't have food in it? Like,
Yes.
yes.
The floor.
Oh my god.
So yeah. Does anyone else want to like talk about anything before we like jump
Well, we
into
went to
Civil
a
War?
lovely convention, so let's
Yes,
boast
we
about
did.
that.
So we went to Granite City Comic Con.
Yes, I still have my
Um,
little bandy wristy thing.
So do I
This is
actually.
my
I keep mine.
weekend one.
Yeah,
Kept it.
I've kept mine. So we were both there the whole weekend.
Well, I was a little, just Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I was late on Saturday because I was at a really hyped birthday party of a 2-year-old. It was my niece.
Pretty
It was
lit.
lit.
Yeah.
It was really
Yeah. I was there the whole 9:30 till 5:30 on the Sunday, and then
Who was?
I left a bit early on the Saturday to go see Civil War again.
Well, who was all on the panels? You'll know.
So well, there was one movie panel where it was a Star Wars panel, and they had the guy who played Greedo, the guy who played Big Starklighter, and this other older guy who played, he just was like a technician in it, but he played he voiced someone in Thunderbirds, something Tracy. Is it? I don't remember. That well.
Yeah, they were all called Tracy because they're
Oh, yeah,
Tracy family.
Well, it was quite a.
Scott Tracy.
I think it was that one, yeah.
I think that's the.
I'm not sure. I don't know
haven't seen
Thunderbirds as well, but it was those three on this panel, so that was really cool. I got to ask them a question. I got a picture with two of them. It was really nice. And then the rest of the panels were to do with like it was like a comic writers association. There was artists doing talks and things like that. And then yeah, that was kind of really the panels. But that was like the big one, the big Star Wars one, which was
I
quite
bought
cool.
so much shit.
I spent money that I didn't have.
Yeah, and then the next, and then
Wait,
after
niche.
the Saturday Sunday of money spending,
Mhm.
I went and
Poor Rangers.
spent money on the Monday to eat sushi, and I ate the most,
Yay.
and it was like 30 quid worth of food that I ate. Like,
That
and
was
they were
fun.
all singular bowls, and it was like 12 bowls, and then a
Yeah.
big bowl of noodles, and like 3 desserts, which I pawned off on Rosemary at one point because I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
It was like, the green cheese Swiss roll,
Mm.
and like the roll bit tasted like really sweet coffee, and then the cream was fine. It was just really sweet,
Mhm.
but they randomly put beans in it,
Yeah, I don't know.
like
I
a
don't
plain bean.
really
It didn't
know what
taste
they
like
were.
anything. They just had a weird
No.
texture, just like okay. But that happened. But you know the
Comic-Con was
convention.
really cool.
I did the catwalk.
Oh, I did the
Mhm.
competition instead of the catwalk, which was fun too.
I didn't know they were
Um,
grading the catwalk. It was really
Yeah.
cute because first to go up was like a Deadpool, and then
The weekend.
when the person was like, like when we were lining up, the
Yeah.
woman was like, "It has to start with a Deadpool, doesn't it?" And then like so it was a little kid Deadpool,
He
and
did,
then after
like,
it was a little Flash.
Yeah,
who,
like the
ran
kid
onto
who was Deadpool like went up and did kicks and stuff on the stage and
It
like,
was, like,
rolled it over and stuff.
impressive. He
And the little
he was
Flash
ready.
just ran up.
He's so fast.
just so cute.
So fast.
Oh, they were
Like,
so
he
sweet.
would have been proud. And then they
I would've
both
been.
got a
Yeah.
little shout out. And
They
a little
did, yeah.
Deadpool.
That's
And
where I
then-
would have gotten a picture
An
with.
actual Deadpool one.
Oh, Douglas would have really liked this moment when we were doing the cosplay contest. What they did was they got everyone was narrowed down to finalists, which I got into, which was cool. And then they got a few extra people up on stage. It was mostly the people who built like big foam builds. And there was a guy who did the Batman costume from Batman v Superman. And so they asked them a few questions about how they built it and stuff. And then they asked if they would do something directed to the audience. So the guy just stood up, put his arms in the air, and went, "Martha!" Really, like everyone was pissing themselves laughing. So yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the pause there. Lana went to see her niece, and we talked about, what did we talk about? Because it's like,
There's quite a lot of
Shakespeare at
things
one
to do as
point. I
well.
heard that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Shakespeare.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
that's-
were talking about Comic-Con?
Yes, yes.
There's lots
Have
of-
I ever mentioned to you about the comic Dungeon Fun?
Yep.
Yes,
Yes,
when you first
right.
started reading it.
That's a
You
fucking
haven't
awesome
fucking
comic. And I the guy who does the artwork for that was at Comic Con, so I got two of these
Oh,
little
really?
comics he did. One was called How to Be Suave and the other was How to Be a Ghost, and he signed them both for me. It was lovely. There's some really cool comics on sale. Like I got one called Boat, where the guys, it was based off a short film they'd done, and they made this comic. It looks really cool. It's like an apocalyptic Scotland where everything's underwater. Some really cool comics.
There was like this stall, really expensive stall, but they're really cool.
Sounds like all of Comic-Con.
Oh, Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, I have something funny to tell you.
What?
Another one of my dad's misadventures. You know how I was
Oh,
telling
okay.
you about like the is he vaping thing?
Yeah.
Well, I was
Yeah,
telling
this
him.
dad is my favorite.
I
Like,
was
it's
telling
like
him
your
about
story.
like Comic Con, like how he's met like Greedo and Big Starklighter, and he was like, so at this Comic Con, like me and my stepmom just turned to him, we were like, Comic Con, and like it was just a little thing, but we didn't let it go for the rest of the night.
Comic Con.
Comic Con,
Comic
it's never being let
Come
go.
on.
Pronouncing it really
Comic Con. Yes.
Wow.
So we used to sniff around. No, there was a very nice stall, and I just find it really like humorous because they were selling potions at one area was like this array of potions. So I'm pretty sure.
Oh
you've seen
yes.
it. And my friends had got one. I got one the other day. I got glowworms to match my glowing room at night. I have glowing skeletons. It's great. But I was looking through them, and some of them had the best names, such as there's just the cool ones like Vampire Blood, Witch's Blood, and then things like Gnome Jizz, things like that.
They had Mutant X Gene as well.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
I saw the
I think
Monster Spunk as well, and I was like,
The unicorn. thing.
classy.
Yeah, let's.
Great.
I
loads
just
of-
find it, I was like, I can't wait to meet the person who buys that.
Yeah, there's loads of really sweet
You
ones, and
already
there's
have.
just like
See,
the-
should
Oh.
have been your gift.
Brings out of jacket.
No, mine's just dangling from my beside my
Oh yeah.
camels. I have a camel bell thing.
Just hear
Yeah.
Yeah. My niece was like so confused when we put on the TV. She was like, "What is this?" And then she was like, "I was like, it's Mickey Mouse the movie." She's like, "What?" And then it's like she saw Minnie in a dress in the like princess outfit, and it's like, you know, it's the Mickey Mouse and Donald and the Three Musketeers with Goofy.
Oh
And,
yeah.
And she was like, "Mouse!" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Minnie Mouse." And she's like, "Who is that?" And pointing to like Daisy and like Pete and all this. And I was like, "The bad guys." There you go. But,
Yeah. Yeah, Comic Con was cool. Got
Yeah.
some artwork.
I got
Some
many,
comics.
got lots of posters. I was really shocked that poster was actually pretty cheap. It's
Yeah.
like,
Hey, did you see the person who was doing 5-minute sketches of people?
I think you mentioned this
Yeah,
to me.
I got the cutest little drawing of myself done by her. It was so lovely.
I don't need sketches myself. I
Yeah.
just have. I have. That's what all my mirrors are for. It's like
Please.
4, and then like one down
See,
the
when you did this, I thought you were about to say that's what all my friends are for.
to appreciate my beauty. That's why they're there.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only reason we're here
So
today.
my dog actually ate all my chocolate eggs from Easter, but now I've just like
How's your dog not dead?
dogs won't automatically die from.
Yes, they will. That's how the world
No.
works.
Fucking
I
idiot.
know.
No, like the only thing that is like really lethal to them is like grapes and shit. But no, so I just took little cute things, you know, for like putting for children to try and find them the clues, and I just put them on my wall because they were cute.
Aw.
It looks like a bunny-headed ice cream, and I was like, yes. The words don't make sense because it's not Easter anymore, but it's like, it's still cute.
Hop to it, getting closer. Hip hip hooray.
See?
Sweet.
I was like,
They're
they're
cute.
cute, I'll keep
Yeah.
them. I was gonna put them on that wall, but then I was like, the colors don't go, it clashes. The chicken clashes slightly, but that's fine. It just looked like another polka dot on my wall, but like slightly, like our class when we tried to make circles, it doesn't turn into a circle.
No, it quite works out.
No.
But yeah,
I'm slowly getting rid of this disgusting lime green wall. It's not the green, it's just the combination of lime green. It's awful. It disgusts me.
So yeah, on the subject of lime green, Civil War. Perfect segue.
wow. Right. So us four, not including Douglas, went to see the Midnight Train.
And then
you went
Douglas
to see it
on
on Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday? I went to see it again on Saturday. Callum, you went to see it again as well?
On Monday.
On Monday.
Sun Monday.
We were eating. We were
Yeah.
eating that day.
Yeah.
We got
So,
froyo that we
two
didn't
of us
finish.
have seen it twice, and we've all seen it at least once. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So,
So,
we'll just go around. It's like, did you like it? Yes, I did. I thought it was very good.
I was very, very, very happy with it.
Yes, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was really good.
I liked it. I
Yeah.
just thought-
We were all
So
actually...
technically five yeses.
Yeah, we were all really convinced so
First
that
yes
at the
for
end of the
me.
film, Callum would just stand up and go, "This is shit," and walk out.
Rosemary
We're all
had
quite
the
surprised
joy
he didn't do
of
that.
sitting between me and Sophie.
Yeah.
And we had similar yet contradicting reactions. Sophie was like, oh no, and all sad and emotional. I was like, yes.
Can I just clarify? We're gonna get into spoilers, so like
Yeah.
that's our
Yeah, this
2
is
second.
Get out
That's
now.
our 2 second
like
review.
after this point, it is mostly gonna be spoilers.
And I know I spoil Batman vs Superman every week, but it doesn't matter because that movie is terrible.
So, spoiler alert, turn off now. Okay, so like the moment where we had a really big reaction was the big reveal that the Winter Soldier killed Tony Stark's parents.
Yes.
Someone had to.
Yeah. I sort of started to realize it started to like click, and I was like, oh god, no. And I just
And
like
that-
freaked out.
You were like, and I was like, oh god, yes! I was like, oh, the shit! I was like, shit's gonna blow up in their face, and I was like,
I just saw Lana's hands just like going wild. It's like she was doing like jazz hands. Like,
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was like,
Like-
because like my whole favorite thing is like psychological warfare. That's why I like in movies the most, probably.
yeah.
As that's the time I have most patience, is like the psychological area, which is
Yeah.
why all this shit that's normally mental trauma or intense bromance
Mhm.
points to dead character and the basketball anime.
Yeah. No, we had like really similar reactions to that, but just different emotions behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I very vividly remember in the cinema just being like, like just being
Ah,
like, that's fine.
Ah!
It's
Ah.
like when you
Ah.
go back and watch it the second time, you're like, this should have been really obvious, but when you're watching it, you're like, you just don't. It doesn't click till like.
I
the
was
second, and
actually
you're just
like,
oh no.
When they first showed the scene, I was like, and then they showed it again, I was like, this can be recurring, this is a theme, and I was like sitting like calculating all the possibilities, and I was like, what's to do with strong parents? And then like, you know, the opening where it's like, I should have said goodbye, and that's how it should have happened, and I saw the thing, and I was like, ooh, don't tell me that road and the thing is connected.
Yeah.
Because I know Tony's dad is a huge fucking nerd too, so he would have that shit in his car. And
Yeah.
then it was true, and I was like, yes.
See, the thing that got me though was when like Howard Stark goes Sergeant Pons, and you're like, oh my god, he knew exactly who killed him, and that's just like horrible. I just like broke a little bit inside. I think.
It's like, how dare you, Cat?
Oh.
What did we think about the characters?
Can I just say one thing before we go on?
No.
Marvel is amazing at de-aging people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like, it's so impressive when I saw that. When I saw
Yeah.
that Tony Stark,
Yeah.
like young Tony Stark, I was like, oh, that's jarring, like, because he looks so. And they did it with Michael Douglas and Ant-Man.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
was like, did they just shave his face? Or like, I was like, did they get a young actor? I couldn't tell.
But
It
it's
was
like, it's so
really good.
subtle, but like, it's
Yeah.
believable that he's like way younger. He looks like 19.
Smooth.
Also,
Baby
I'll
face,
point
yeah.
it out with Peggy Carter, they're pretty damn good at aging people up as well. with
I,
Harriet Love.
you know how she dies in this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she died in The Winter Soldier. Is that bad?
I thought she was already dead in the
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. I never saw it. I like walked into the cinema and then I was like, it came on and I realized I was like, oh shit, this is like a whole plot revolving around Winter Soldier. And then I leaned to Rosemary and I was like, Rosemary, she's like, just started. And I was like, she's probably gonna be annoyed, but whatever. She's like, what? And I was like, I haven't seen
Winter Soldier.
Have you, Rosemary, have you seen Winter Soldier?
I did. I watched
Okay.
it like the day before
I
when we
just-
went.
Can I ask your quick thoughts on Winter
Mhm.
Soldier?
I thought it was really good. I would say I thought it was better than the first one.
Most people think that.
Yeah. I don't really know what else. I just,
Cool.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Because like Rosemary is kind of new to the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Have you watched all of them yet, or like?
No, before we went to Civil War, I watched the first Avengers, then the 2 Captain America films. I think that's all I watched before Civil War.
Thor 2 has
Wait, have
Christopher
you-
Eccleston in it.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the Iron Man films, Rosemary?
I haven't yet, no.
See, because that's weird for me, because like before I was even a fan of anything nerdy, I'd seen Iron Man, I just kind of thought they were a film that everyone kind of seen. It's odd to find people who haven't really seen them. They're just sort of everywhere. Is
I like Iron Man
Mhm.
too. Give me my bird.
Like,
My
yeah.
bird.
I feel like
It's a dumb
I feel like
movie.
he was your favorite
It's
villain
kinda-
for some
yeah.
reason.
No, my favorite villain was Sam Rockwell, the
Not
guy who's like
dumb,
funding
my
him.
kind of dumb favorite
All
villain.
right.
Not your standard favorite villain. My favorite villain. Oh shit, there's a lot of them. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's like,
A lot of good films.
We've gone on a
it's
tangent
too,
anyway.
too many.
But
Too many to choose
I
from.
think probably we should talk about the new characters. So if we start Black Panther, as he's introduced first. In the movie.
I lay claim he's now my husband.
Yeah.
Callum, you
It
said
was
this to me
perfect.
like about how he's a bit too perfect.
On the bell end.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The casting or the character?
No, the character, he, like, I don't know how to
because
describe it.
he's really likable, but like he doesn't really have any flaws through the movie. But like you were saying, like about how they'll probably.
Yeah, because I, like, didn't know or forgot or didn't care that they were making a Black Panther film later on. I was like, oh, right, so I'll probably just do it all then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
I have like one big complaint.
Mhm.
It's like one of the things I really didn't like. They killed off Crossbones in like the first 10 minutes.
Get over it,
Yeah.
Douglas.
No, I'm really annoyed by that because Crossbones really excited me
They
when I
didn't
first
want to
saw
deal
that
with
image.
him.
No, just like, take him out of the game. Don't kill him.
Yeah.
It just felt really lazy when they just like killed him, and I really hate when Marvel just kills a villain,
Yeah.
and it's like a good villain, and well, which is rare for Marvel, but like.
See, a bit I really liked towards the start was when the woman gives Tony Stark the picture of her son, and I really like that because that's kind of how like in the comics it's a lot to do with this woman, like the whole town blows up and stuff, and this woman basically says, yeah, you've murdered my son, and I liked it. That was kind of felt like it was straight from the comic for me, and I liked that.
How did you feel it compared to the comic?
I kind of knew it would be very different from the comic because obviously there's
Yeah.
more characters and stuff, but I liked how they did it in the film because I think it worked well for the characters they had. It kind of followed along similar lines to the comics, like in the comic, like Goliath gets killed, and they
Yeah.
kind of sort of half did that with Rhodey, with him getting
Yeah.
sort
Which
of
they
paralyzed.
instantly fixed.
What did you?
Yeah,
I was
I
like
liked-
so mad
I liked it.
because, to be fair,
Yeah.
Tony had a really shit team.
We.
He did. Like he like it's like the only superpowered guy he had was like the Vision who could be controlled by Scarlet Witch, and I was like,
yeah.
that's shit.
Also, the
Fuck.
Vision Scarlet Witch romance was hinted, and I was like, yes.
When he
'Cause they're
walked,
adorable.
everyone was like, oh, Vision, like when he did something not human-y, and it's like, you, and he walked through. He's like, the door
Yeah.
was open, walked through wall.
Great looking bastard.
Yeah, but no, I like the hints of his romance with Scarlet Witch. I like that because I like it in the comics. It's quite
Yeah, it was
sweet.
nice.
I think I think
just
you
kind
hurt
of-
Vision's feelings, and I was like, fuck you, Scarlet Witch.
I know. But they're just like the two of them together. They're just pleasant. It's like it's nothing too exciting about. It's just nice and it's there and it's lovely. But anyway, the other new character, Spider-Man. I
He
like
was
him.
a really good
I
Spider-Man.
like him.
I would say the best
Yeah.
on-screen Spider-Man.
It's nice to see a teenager playing a teenager though. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Tom Holland who plays him. Have any of you seen The Impossible?
Bits of it.
No, he's
I know of.
he's just
No.
fantastic in that. And when I saw him in that, I was like, yeah, I think he's gonna be good. And he's I think he's such a
I
great
really
young
like
actor.
that they kept him cause he's like Deadpool. He's just mouthy when he's acting. And you
Yeah.
could really feel that coming through, and I was like, oh, that's so good. But I like that they kept the awkwardness of he's still a noob, so it's slightly awkward
Yeah.
saying it. And I was like, I
Yeah.
can't wait for his persona to be more confident and just rally
Yeah.
off those jokes, those really
Mm,
shit
sweet.
jokes that I love.
I liked his interactions with Sam and Bucky. They were really funny.
That was fun,
They
yeah.
were just like, what the hell?
That was such banter.
And also, I thought Ant-Man was great.
Ant-Man's
Like-
Yeah.
great. He was all of us meeting Captain America though.
Like Ant-Man was.
I'm not a big fan of Captain America. So
Ant-Man was like a fine movie. Like I
Yeah.
didn't like. Callum, you really like it, don't you?
Yeah, it's funny.
Hello.
Lana's mum just came in
cute
with a chip.
baby. Everyone was like, "Oh," except Sophie.
Sophie was like, "Oh, chicken."
I don't know why I'm scared. Like, it's them and slugs on my face. And like slugs, I had one thrown at my face. I kid you not. So that's understandable. But chicken,
I think
No,
slugs,
don't include.
slugs are
You
gross.
could like develop a fear of that. They're like, a slug isn't gonna jump at you on its own.
So,
Like,
what would
I
you
think
do if
I
you
am-
were watching Civil War and then there was a slug as big as your arm and someone dropped it on your head and it had a knife?
I feel like
So Civil War is just kind
I
of
need
incidental. to the
Naruto. I
story,
suddenly
isn't
need
it?
Naruto to become a real thing because they summon a giant slug in it, and it's
You know?
like, yes, let's just throw it.
How did your fear of chickens come about? Do you
that's
know?
the thing I don't like. The slugs thing is understandable. Someone threw one at my face. The chickens, I got no
You might even say
fucking
chickens
idea.
make you chicken.
That cute little
Yeah.
baby, and you just
Oh.
judged it. Poor infant child.
They freak me out.
I don't like forky tails. Slayers
Sophie
are
versus
chill
chickens,
because I can
Civil
just
War.
squish those. I can squish slayers,
Yeah.
but like
Walk to
forky
the
tails
future.
are the devil. Because a lot of people don't know this, but forky tails have wings.
Oh.
They fly.
Porky tails.
Forky tails.
What's a forky tail?
Fucking white boy.
Ow.
Forky tail. It's like a centipede, and it's got a pronged
no,
tail.
shut
And it
up.
has wings, and you find it on your laundry all the time, and they come in summer, and I hate
Yes, I
them.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. We call them earwigs.
Yeah, we call it, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're horrible. That
They
is
are
actually my fear.
horrible.
Like,
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I remember once, I like had my window open when I lived in Tommy,
Forky
and
tails.
I opened it wider, and like 4 of them fell down, and I was like, "Ugh."
Oh my fucking! I'm not sure if it was my mom or my sister who told me awful stories of how there was heaps of like fucking forky tails and it would crawl all over them at night and stuff, and I was like, no.
My family is a fan of camping, and like they're always there. Oh,
No.
but yeah, like we call them earwigs because they do like
They get in your
with
ear.
us.
and
They
can,
like go in your ear,
No.
and I got one. And I was like, ah.
Can I
Okay,
get a
let's-
centipede
let's-
in his ear?
No, let's get off it. Let's
let's,
get off
back
it.
to
We're getting off it
Ant-Man.
because like leave it.
It's like, forget bugs.
Ant-Man.
Let's go back to Ant-Man. Forget
Yeah.
the bugs.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ants are chill.
Earwig man. Ant-Man.
No, that's
Fine,
terrifying.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Like Callum, you really liked the Ant-Man film, didn't you?
Yeah.
And so
I
Sophie,
really liked
you
it,
did
yeah.
too. Like I think it's like I really enjoy it, but like I think it is just Iron Man again, but with different characters, which is why I had like my problems with it.
Yeah.
But like Paul Rudd is great,
Paul
obviously,
Rudd
and like he's great in this as well, and he like plays all the characters really
I
well.
knew the bit was
Yeah.
like, what was like? Does anyone have any orange slices?
Yeah,
So
I
it's
love it when he becomes Giant Man. The one thing that's pissed me off, like, Rosemary, you were there, like in the Disney store, they had the Funko Pops, and they had a Funko Pop for Giant Man. I was like, that's kind of
Yeah.
spoiling the movie.
There
a
was
bit.
a Lego set released, and it's actually quite awesome. Like I was very tempted to like be like, yes, okay,
Yeah.
and it was like, you know how you get like the little blocky Lego figures?
Yeah.
Well, they'd made like a giant one of those out of like different Lego bricks,
Yeah.
and it was like a giant man, and like
Wow.
it was.
See, I was quite lucky to avoid all that, so I didn't realize it was coming, and then I was like, oh, no, they're not going to do Giant Man, are they? And I had a little freak out.
I just
I
followed
thought
for
it
it.
was just, I was like, yay! It was so cool. I thought it was nice.
But like,
That's how you get Douglas.
I'm sorry.
Embodies me.
But like, first of all, how do you think it's better than the comic? I think I enjoyed it more
I think
than
it's
I.
good on its own.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like
I
because
don't
they
think
aren't.
it needs to like really.
But like,
I
do
think
you?
it's-
But like, did you read Civil War?
I read part of Civil War.
What do you think of the comic? Because I think it has its ups and downs. I think it's quite.
Mm.
It's a good run, but like,
It
it's
was
not
okay.
perfect.
I was actually like, because I was like, all these characters and fighting, yes, psychological warfare is my game. But at the same time, I was like, I was like, God, I hate all of you. At one point, I was just like constantly like. I think there was only a few characters I were like safe from my wrath. I was like, I'm fed up with all of you. You're all being stupid.
I really like the comic, but it tries to focus on everyone, and you kind of lose track of who's with who at some point. And I think the fact that the film had like they focused on all the characters, like every character had like their own sort of little bit of the film, and it focused on them. But because there was less of them, it was maybe easier to keep track of what was happening.
Yeah.
Where the comic, I think it's one of
I
my
think
favorites.
the
but it
the
is-
movie had more focus.
Yeah, I don't know, but like my one of my other big problems with the movie is no one really died.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
T'Chaka
Yeah.
T'Chaka
Yeah.
died, and
Cry.
I just love a joke. No, never mind.
Finley's joke.
No.
Oh,
It
okay.
was when I was at myself.
Okay, no, it's just.
That's you, Cole Rose.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, what's your joke?
That doesn't matter.
What?
who else died?
Crossbones.
Oh, don't
Wasn't
remind
like
me.
2, and then
Yeah,
Winter Soldier
T'Chaka.
just went back on the ice.
T'Chaka and Crossbones.
Yeah. And then all the random.
And
collateral
every
damage.
background character for the purpose of this movie had to die.
Collateral
But
damage.
it's
That was
like-
funny, though.
Wouldn't it have given more of an because I feel like the problem with the Marvel movies now is like there's not any consequence.
Did anyone else feel like
Yeah.
satisfied though, where it was like, oh, he's gonna resurrect all these army days? Like, oh no, I killed them. I was actually like, I'm actually enjoying this. Normally it would like piss me
Yeah.
off, but because of the movie and it's set, I actually felt really happy with that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm glad it
oh.
wasn't like a big
Yeah.
brawl at the end. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't just the
Yeah.
kind of generic Marvel thing that
It had a
they
lot
started
more
to do.
like, it's not like fight the bad guys now. It's like, no, it's inside squabbling
Yeah.
about different opinions and points of view.
I think you could kind of like as well. You could understand why every character was on each team, why some of them changed alliances, why they did exactly what they did, and I thought it worked.
But like
Really well.
Ant-Man and Spider-Man were kind of just there. They like
Yeah.
didn't really have a
They
reason to
kind
be
of just
there.
got invited, so like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
It's like,
They're
we
like
need
the
a
comedic
team.
relief for each
Yeah.
team, I guess. But
I think like Sam and Bucky though. I think they're absolutely hilarious. The two characters together.
Mm.
It's like I love the bit when Captain America makes out with Agent 13 and you just see them in the car.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
was.
like-
To be fair, I was slightly mad. I was like, I'm fed up. Why are you always putting like forced romance on my characters?
He has
In
a
every
thing
movie,
for the
it's like a
Carters,
different-
though.
that romance did feel a bit like
Yeah.
uncomfortable and kind of fast.
I was like, what is?
I think it's the
Because
fact as well because
he
he
was
was
with
their
her
aunt.
aunt,
Yeah.
That
who
was
they
not
had just
like-
been doing
And
a
then like
funeral.
through the movie, it was just like, oh yeah, did she know we were a thing? And it's like, I kept no secrets. It's like, oh, but you're like so much younger. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a bit weird, but I loved like Sam and Bucky's reaction to it. I
Yeah.
thought that was just so cute.
Oh, so like, can you move your chair forward? No.
Yeah.
that was the whole scene though.
It's like when they get sort of taken out by Spider-Man, it's just, I hate you.
Like Rosemary did actually have like in the more comedic scenes, it did actually have some community like sensibilities.
Yeah,
you notice
uh-huh.
you notice the Russo brothers' background
Yeah.
in like comedy.
Yeah, that's true actually.
In the way they
yeah.
kind of play this kind of just not
Yeah, I'm
random,
sure,
but like
like
offbeat.
there's a moment of that with like Troy and Pierce probably.
Yeah.
Like, can you move your chair forward? No.
No.
And then he's just like, alright.
Shuffled it.
Yeah.
It's like something I would do to you,
Yeah.
but more less serious and more dickish. Just be a dick.
Yeah. I really want to see more of them together though, because I think it just.
Too bad he's
especially
on
with
the
Rus-
ice.
yeah. But especially with the Russo brothers writing, I think it's just very.
I
funny.
got.
Sorry, you go on.
I got slightly mad at the ending because it's like, I was told, I don't know why, I was probably because like I'm shallow and slightly evil and malevolent, and I was just like, I was like, Tony had a really shit team, and then Black Panther like goes off, and it's like, oh yeah, your friend can go into the ice and we'll all just stay here, Captain, and we'll be the new Avengers headquarters.
Secret
And then, like, you
Avengers.
busted everyone out, and, like, Hawkeye was like, watch your back, Tony. It's like, Tony's been doing nothing. You're all idiots who are fucking shit up on your own. You're
Yeah.
retarded.
It's really weird. I was
That's
just
what-
about to make a point about how I had a problem with the ending too.
Yeah.
But like more to the
I was like, why? Like, Iron Man had so much more motivation,
Yeah,
and he
also-
actually
yeah.
cared about,
Like
like,
the Ant-Man who said like something to him. He's like, I haven't even met you.
Yeah, it's like,
He
who are you?
said Hank Pym said never to trust a star. He
It's
goes,
like,
who
who
even
are
are
That's
you?
it, yeah.
I just love him. He's like, what?
but like
yeah,
like,
it's like,
but my problem was like it's a bit kind of it's the same problem I had with Avengers Age of Ultron. It's like at the end it's just like, oh no, everything's fine. It just kind of felt a bit like
I felt a little less fine than usual, but it was still
but like
fine.
it was still fine.
Yeah.
Like Cap is like, oh yeah, whenever you need the Avengers,
I
we'll
thought-
be here, and then he
No,
walks into
I
the
thought
screen.
it would have been
it's like,
so much better
dun.
if, like, I know it sounds brutal, but like, what, if he killed Winter Soldier, he got his vengeance, nothing's like, but that's it. It's like, it's not gonna make him better, and that would have been great. And then his friendship with Captain America is ruined, and it's like, that would have been much better for, like, to make a sequel or something. It's like, would you still be my friend kind of thing. And I felt like it was just kind of like a big cop out how everyone went with, like, Captain America was being really he was basically, his only motivation was he wants to save one guy, his own personal friend, no one else is involved with this, and because of a speech at a fucking funeral of like, sometimes you gotta stand and say, instead of the world saying move, you say you move. And I was like, she was talking about sexism, not this, you retard. I don't want to say that word, but like, stupid idiot.
But like,
Wasn't that more about like not signing away his freedom though?
yeah, it was more
Yeah.
about like, what if
Yeah.
what if the Avengers have to do something and the government says no?
Yeah.
And I think that was like a really interesting, because in the
Yeah.
comic it's more about secret identities and stuff. So I
Yeah,
think
it's
they,
more about they have to reveal who they are and stuff.
Yeah, I think that would have made more sense than like.
But what if Captain America had been killed? Because then you could have had like, you could have played the rest of the films where like Bucky could take over, and then you could have this uneasy friendship between.
Yeah.
See, no, I quite liked the ending because I thought it kind of, like everyone had kind of gone off. You just kind of know that they are not okay with each other, but they're kind of.
But
They are at the same time, but you just know when they come together again, obviously, for
I'm
Infinity
just
Wars,
getting
it's
really
gonna
fed up
be-
with Black Widow because like I'm totally cool with the friendship and shit. It feels like an undertone of romance with everyone she meets, but like that's cool. But the fact she keeps switching sides on shit, and I'm just like, stop. Like even Tony was like, you fucking be a bitch, switching sides all the time. It must be hard being a double agent. She's like, Tony, you're being a dick. Walks off. I was like, no, he's got a point. You're a fucking crossing bitch. Stop it.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the end credit scenes? I like the Wakanda.
it was cool seeing Wakanda.
Yeah, I liked.
I was like, yay!
And Spider-Man's one was pretty good as well.
Spider-Man.
That thing is weird though, that he has the
Yeah.
the like hologram thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
I-
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think, what was it? It was like damaged by Scarlet Witch's power or something, and then it like showed, because I'm pretty sure not only was it like his symbol, but I think, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I've seen like some bits of it before, so it might be hinting to like another character from something, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Or if it's just my imagination, or
Mhm.
I've been comparing it to my animals. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, my main problem is still that no one
Yeah.
died.
Mhm.
Also,
You complain about that with Marvel movies a lot.
yeah, it's just.
I
It's
feel like they
because-
would ruin kids' dreams.
No, but it's just like
yeah,
there's
that's
no.
probably
Yeah,
why,
that's probably.
because they are like
A big.
they are aimed at kids a lot
But,
more than
they were-
the like comics are.
Yeah.
See, they were
but-
saying, so the Russo brothers reviewed the honest trailer for Winter Soldier, and when they do the joke in that about how nobody actually dies, and they said, well, that's just kind of what happens in comics, so nobody really can die. There's too much money involved in each of these people.
Mhm.
Like, they bring in a certain amount of money, so it's really hard to actually kill people
Yeah.
off. Which I actually kind of understand. Like, if you killed off Iron Man, then you lost a massive income, because the Iron Man movies are some of the biggest grossing movies for
Mm.
Marvel.
But like the problem is that I'm gonna go into the next Marvel movie and I'm gonna be like, well, I don't feel worried for any of these characters because I don't think
Yeah.
that any of them are in actually any
Yeah.
danger. And when you're building like this big epic, like superhero action film, like what's the point if like you don't feel any danger
Yeah.
for these characters? Like the Harry Potter films. Like
Mm.
maybe they're not the best films ever made, but characters die, and like
Mhm.
they're for kids, and it's kids can accept characters
They're
dying.
for kids. It's like.
Yeah.
And it's not like Disney are adverse to like killing off characters. I mean, spoilers:
Yeah,
Han
they
Solo
do.
died this
Yeah.
Yeah.
past year. So
Well,
like,
I think a lot of deaths could come out of Infinity Wars, though. I think,
Mm.
because like, well, you're saying about Harry Potter, but most of the deaths did come in the last sort of couple of movies.
That's true.
So I'm thinking,
I think they're getting more like they're testing out the waters first with killing
Yeah.
off like characters who won't be
Yeah,
named.
who aren't quite as
Yeah, and see how
popular,
people
sort
will
of.
feel. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why they killed off
that was so
being
dumb
in a
though.
No, but like
Because
maybe
because they kill off no, that's the
they're
thing though.
testing it though. He's
They're
like,
like-
he's a big character, so maybe if like we'll kill him off in the movie, and if we get bad reviews, we'll see how that goes. Because if we kill off an
Mm.
even bigger character, how's that gonna
Yeah,
go?
But the-
because then people would just sort of stop. So if they do,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the
Like
thing is,
when
they're
it's-
killing a villain like every movie, and it's like, and it's all the like pretty good like
Mm.
it's just every film. It's like, oh, there's a kind of interesting villain. Too bad he's gone. And it's like, and people complain that characters like villains aren't really that interesting in the Marvel movies, and it's because they have no time to develop. If we had like a villain who could span over a couple of movies, he might actually develop into
Like the
something
villain
interesting.
in this one was pretty good,
Yeah, like he was.
and I
he
like
was
that they
fine.
didn't like show flashbacks or some shit. He
Yeah.
told them what happened.
It was
Yeah.
just kind of you imagine what happened, but
I
like
really like that interaction with Black Panther and I can't remember the villain's name.
Baron Zemo.
Baron Zemo. Yeah, I really like that, how it's like, because I was saying to Douglas before, like, I'm not sure if it's the exact same for Black Panther, because I've only read, like, one Black Panther comic, where it's like, I know from White Tiger, it's like, the whole thing of their powers is based on, like, the instincts of the wild animal within them, and like vengeance can consume them and turn them into like a savage kind of thing. And I was like, I like how it kind of like hinted to that in the Black Panther, and how he like managed to like conquer that vengeance, and he like realized.
Yeah.
We really both liked that line where it was like, he's like, so
The
finally-
living are not done with you yet.
Yes.
I like
cool.
that, yeah.
That was a terrible impression. That sounded like
They can
Spanish.
show the Russian. They will take a bite of sleep.
Come to Wakanda.
The living are not done with you yet.
But
Yeah.
all the fight sequences were amazing.
It was done
Well
really
done.
well.
They again, I think they're getting really fast.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have to move so much effort into like prolonging fight scenes if they went a little slower, because like
Yeah.
my eyes cannot catch up to that.
Yeah.
I
So,
think
like,
one
fuck
of the
that.
main things of them doing it fast, I think, is because it's stunt doubles.
Yeah.
And so, like, you can't be allowed to see their face for
And
too long.
Also,
Yes.
if you slow it down and like don't put so many edits and stuff in, it feels slower,
But
and
you
a
know, you
fight
can,
sequence is
like,
meant to be quite
That's
quick.
true,
We
yeah.
can swap out people's faces
Yeah.
with technology
That's
nowadays,
true,
so
yeah.
they have no excuse.
Yeah,
But
I would
I,
say slow it down a bit, because, yeah, like,
Yeah.
there was one, it's when I think
You don't get like
Black Widow
involved.
took out, like, 10 men
Mm.
or something, but it was just like, boop, 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 and then it was like, wait, what?
It could be more
It
impressive.
just happened.
It's more impressive if you slow it down, because then you get more invested in the fight
Yeah.
and like the actions of it. It's like you're watching this character sneak up on them while they're punching this other
Yeah.
guy, and then it's like almost there, and it's turnable back. But no,
Yeah.
it happens so fast. It's just like punch zoom.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, now that I think about it, like, there's never actually been like any slow mo in
Yeah.
Marvel.
That's what I was thinking. in
No, there was a
Dead-
slow-mo
in
bit with the bike.
Deadpool.
But
I
that
like-
is,
I like
isn't
the
even
slow-mo
like
with
a
the
punch.
bike,
That's
though.
not even like
I
a
know.
fight scene. That's just her jumping.
There has
Yeah.
been some slow.
In
I like
Deadpool,
right in the
they had
beginning.
like those like slow mo
Yeah.
just
Ah.
moments when he was like
And
commenting.
I like that
Yeah,
because
I
it was going
think-
fast,
yeah.
but it would slow
Yeah.
down.
Because that's you could like they did the scene at the start of all of them hanging out, and then they
Yeah.
like showed how he actually did
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and that was quite cool. So I would
like
agree.
that.
I would like to see more of those kind of fight
Yeah,
scenes.
like,
There was a
slow it
motion
down.
bit where they were
Yeah.
soldiers
Don't
playing
Yeah.
darts.
But, like,
yeah.
But if you just
One, I really
slow.
liked the bit when the Winter Soldier did nick the bike from that guy. I thought that was really cool. But also, you could tell where everyone was. You in the fight, you weren't like so.
Imagine a
Wait,
couple
why
of
did that
British
person suddenly get
Buffalo.
from there to there? And apparently, like the
Yeah.
Russo brothers had like toys, and they were like, wait, so this person would go here then, and stuff like that. And yeah, watching the thing where they did for Honest trailers, like it was funny because they said when they wrote like Soldier, and I assume they did it with Civil War, they were trying to Honest trailer proof it so that there wasn't really much stuff that they could sort of get onto
It's
them
actually
for.
quite good, like
Which
if
I
you're a
liked.
movie director, to try and honest proof it. Like
Yeah.
the honesty trailers are
Yeah.
probably good to like try.
Yeah. But no, I quite like the fight sequence. I like the sort of quick cuts and stuff. It
Mhm.
sort of makes it feel like it
I
flows
suppose
faster.
it is more like in the comics, like you said, it's quite exciting trying to like
You're like, wait,
work out what happened in between the two
Yeah.
panels. So I'm guessing that is kind
It's
of
kind of.
kept in
It
the
feels like
films.
it's come like from like, but like the editing, the quick editing really helps speed it up because I've been editing my film recently. We did a scene and we didn't do it with much cuts, and it was ridiculously slow. As soon as you added in a couple more cuts, though, scene just flows better, and I feel like
Like a river.
some slowing down fight sequences too much. I think it'll just. I think some it really wouldn't work.
I mean, like, on the subject of like slow mo, that kind of made me think of Zack Snyder, and then that kind of made me think of like style over substance, and like I've started to notice that I'm just trying to like throw out a few complaints because it's like I really loved this movie, but I want to be like quite objective
Yeah.
because it did have problems.
Mm-hmm.
Every
No
movie
movie's
does.
without.
No movie is without sin, to quote Simpsons. But like,
The parent needed it. That's right.
but like,
The bear needed it.
have you guys noticed like that all of the Marvel movies are starting to have this kind of flat, like, like
Really predictable
Okay,
plot kind of thing going
not
on.
not plot, but like they all look very much the same.
Yeah.
Like they all have this flat kind of generic look to them now.
It's
and
because
it's-
we're slowly getting used to superhero movies.
But it's not even that, because like if you look at stuff like the X-Men movies look different. I'm not saying every X-Men movie looks different to each other, but they look different to the Marvel movies, and that's fine. But like I feel like when you're playing with all these different characters, you should maybe change your kind of style up a bit, and it's like Kevin Feige is saying, no, we have to be in this very predictable kind of tone and look, because if not, it's not gonna flock to the box office kind of thing. Like, I know that Winter Soldier kind of played with the idea of like a 70s thriller, and like, and
Yeah.
like Captain America was a bit of a war movie, but if you look at them, they all look very kind of
Yeah.
flat and samey.
I think that it's maybe on purpose, because like they've all got different.
Oh no,
like,
it's
they've all
definitely on
got different
purpose,
tones,
but
I like looking kind of the same. Kind of almost keeps them in that same universe. Doesn't make you think like, oh wait, why is that character suddenly into this world? Because like when they join together, they kind of need to. Because like if say Iron Man and Captain America were like visually completely different, when they come together in like the Avengers stuff, it will feel, I think, a bit weird. Suddenly those styles being.
yeah, I'm not saying like you have to
Plain.
have like extreme colors for like
Yeah.
Captain America or whatever, and then like
Yeah.
something completely different for Iron Man. I'm just saying like all the directors, like you bring in all these like brilliant directors like Kenneth Branagh and like and Joss Whedon, and it's just like they all feel very kind of samey.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of my problems with the Marvel movies at the moment.
Yeah.
I just want a bit of a change up, like, because I watched the Doctor Strange looks great, but Doctor Strange looks great, but
PhD.
it does have that very kind of samey, kind of
Hobie City feel.
flat Marvel look.
I think.
I understand what you mean,
Yeah.
because I watched it and I was like, it looks like the graphics are like good, but like I felt
It all looks
bored.
amazing,
Yeah.
but it's becoming a bit of a bored look.
Yeah.
Like,
It's because like he's on strike for half of it.
The
but
very nice.
it's like this whole, like the DC Cinematic Universe really worries me because
Yeah, sure.
Marvel has this very flat look and DC has this like over graphic look. Like it
Yeah.
looks like it's all been done on a computer.
Mhm. I
And
do think.
obviously it has.
Like
but,
the
like,
Irish
sort of-
band.
Yeah, I do think the sort of flat Marvel look though does
Other
make
film.
you kind of almost feel like this is the real world and stuff, and I like that. But I think there is like subtleties in the films where you get the different directors' styles. But
No.
I think it really is on purpose to try and make it all feel like it's in the same.
Oh no,
universe.
it's definitely
it really is.
on
Oh, yeah.
purpose. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
like
but
it's just
Things on purpose sometimes
people are gonna get
work
bored of it.
better.
Yeah, I
People
know.
are
I,
gonna be looking at
I'm
it and
saying-
they're gonna get bored of it.
yeah.
Like really good Sensei does it, like it takes it out of you really well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but like that's kind of just style to the extreme.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
that's literally
Yeah.
taking the
Oh, yeah.
panels of Frank Miller's graphic novel and like putting them on the screen. But like what I'm meaning is just like, yeah, it's just all flat and samey.
Yeah.
Like it just
I think it is. It
Same
must
with
be
other
hard for the directors because they can't. Because obviously they want to keep it with the same look to sort of keep it all in the same universe, and like throughout the films you do get like hints of like the director's style and stuff, and I think it must be kind of hard because you have to keep the look so it looks grounded and real, but also that it doesn't seem too much of a stylistic jump for the characters to come together, and I
Yeah,
think that
and
does kind of
that's
tone down a
fine.
lot
But
of
like
directors' styles.
that's fine. But like
Yeah.
when you look at shows like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, 2 seconds.
Mhm.
Calm's got his hand up.
Yeah.
When you look at like shows like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and they're all
Yeah.
gritty, they don't look the same, and
I
it's
know,
like,
yeah.
but they look kind of the same as each other, and it's like, can we just?
It's like I think it is to try and keep them all in the same universe, but like you get the subtleties of like the director's style. But I think they could
It's
maybe
like
add a bit more.
when you cross over, like they do a lot in anime, they cross over shows sometimes. Like if there's like a big new show coming out and they want to advertise it, they'll cross it over. And they had one part where they had Luffy they had the characters from One Piece, Toriko, and Dragon Ball all cross over, and you can really like see the different like styles of drawing, but it's like you gotta learn how to blend it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, because you have like.
Does that mean you went asking this fish?
No. Two pauses now. Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
Lana's mum came with a snake, and we all were like.
First a
filming the
chicken,
snake.
now a snake. Next thing you'll know she'll be having a ferret.
It was fun. But like, yeah.
Sophie cowered in fear as everyone else touched it.
Have
I
we got
kissed it.
any more thoughts on Civil
I
War?
don't think we have any more thoughts on it.
No, I
have we?
think
Because we have
Yeah.
work in like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, that was.
Gonna go home and sleep.
Yes, I get to stay here and pet animals. Turns out the dog we saw before was not the dog my mother's getting. My mom has like 6 dogs and then she's getting
Well, your mum helps train dogs as well, doesn't
yeah,
she?
so it was a training dog. I thought it was the collie she told me about. Sometimes I don't know if she's lying. For years I go, it's like no more dogs unless one dies. And I was like,
Okay, I have one final question about Civil War. How would you rate it in the Marvel movies? I know you haven't seen all of them, Rosemary,
Yeah,
but like,
Out of the
out of the
you've
ones
seen.
you've seen,
I liked it the most actually. I'd
I'd say
say
it's
the
I
ones
would
I've
say
seen.
my
agree with
favourite.
that, yeah.
I liked it the most out of
Yeah.
the ones I've seen.
It had like a good balance between fighting and
Talking.
comedy.
Yeah.
And
It had a good.
It
It had a really
balance.
good plot as well.
Yeah.
Didn't look that anti-Semitism.
I think it's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
That's for next
They're
week's
getting
podcast.
better. They're learning from mistakes, I
Yeah.
think.
one thing that's weird is like the Captain America movies are the only ones that improve as they go on. Like all the
Yeah.
other movies have kind of been decreasing in quality.
Because
Because
they only
like-
care about freedom in America.
Because,
so
like-
they have to improve for freedom in America.
because the second Thor isn't as good as the first one. The second Iron Man isn't as good as the.
Third one's kind
not
of
as
back
good as the
up.
first
It's
one,
not as
though.
good. Nothing's good as the first Iron Man, but it goes
My
up.
mom
And the
fucking
second
loves Marvel
Avengers
movies.
wasn't as good as the first Avengers.
No.
Well,
I actually
But-
only saw the end of Age of Ultron.
it's fine.
Yeah.
The start is actually probably the best part.
It's kind of, as a movie, it was just there. Nothing special. It's just there.
One more thing, you know the old guy with the mustache, William Hurt's character.
Yes.
In the comics, he becomes Red Hulk.
Mhm.
I don't think they'll do that in the movies because it's really weird. Because when he becomes Red Hulk, his mustache disappears.
I know.
So
That's so
dumb.
funny.
So what if they made Martin Freeman's character Red Hulk?
Ooh.
Because couldn't that work like really? Because he's got that kind of small physique.
Actually, he
like-
was on Graham Norton.
And he was
And
saying
he
like it would
said
get bigger.
like
He's gonna have a
it's
bigger
gonna be a
role.
bigger role.
A bigger.
That would
Oh,
be
maybe
good.
that was a joke. Bigger role turns into a Red Hulk.
Yeah.
If it was, then I love
Maybe
it.
he
That'd
just-
be quite.
Maybe
But
he just
see,
gets a bacon roll the size of his head.
yeah. I think I'd rather
I don't
see
know.
She-Hulk in the films because I really like her.
Oh, I
think she's
remember
really
telling
cool.
you about how there's an animated series of the Hulks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's Seth
Oh,
Green.
the-
Yeah, and she's like the one other character, bar Deadpool, who like knows she's in a comic book.
Yeah.
I remember she's great. She's always green. She's just like, yes, I'll just wear
Yeah.
a coat.
Because like
It's
she was
fine.
in a bad accident, so like Bruce Banner like gave her a blood transfer, so she became
Because they're cousins in the
She-Hulk.
comics.
Yeah.
Sweet.
yeah, they're yeah.
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
She's cool. I like her though. She's cool.
I do. I think she's one of actually my favorite female
Yeah.
characters.
Favorites.
Favored.
He's
Yes.
bum.
You
Yeah.
have my favor.
You have my favor.
Give her
It's
money.
really cool.
Yeah. So
I think that's all. We can't wait for the next one.
Yes.
yeah.
What does I want to ask? What does everyone think about this? Because we don't know really anything about the new Spider-Man, but the title Spider-Man: Homecoming.
It's fine. It's a nice little in joke.
Oh,
because
yeah,
like
that's what I'm
coming
thinking.
back to
Oh wait,
Marvel,
one thing
that's
about
nice.
Civil War I just wanted to point out. That one scene just for fans, just Captain America's muscle.
Yeah,
That was so funny.
That
That
was all that was for.
I
I
forgot
know.
about one joke when Captain America throws the shield at
Oh,
Spider-Man,
yeah.
and Spider-Man's like, that defeats all the laws of physics.
Yeah. Spider-Man
Yeah.
gets it. But no, apparently Chris Evans wanted to take his shirt off. Like all the guys in Marvel, they've been going for months to get really fit. They're just like, we just want to take our shirt off,
Well,
just
yeah,
to
no
like,
one-
just be like, look at what we've done for this.
Like they do work really hard.
Yeah.
He's like, ugh, and I was like,
Like the shirtless
someone was
scene
saying
in-
like they're just always exercising.
Yeah.
Like on set, they're just constantly exercising.
Yeah, but like,
So it's like give them a bit.
yeah,
Just let them
It's
show
so
it.
like
funny.
the shirtless
Let
scene
them
in
flaunt it.
the shirtless scene in Thor. Chris Hemsworth was like, yeah, can I just get a shirtless scene, please? Because I've worked really hard.
Oh,
for
I
this."
know, Chris
It's like, yeah, okay.
I know, it's so funny.
It's quite funny.
So yeah.
But
No,
nobody
that's-
actually got
And
their
also
shirt off in this
Ant-
film.
And also Ant-Man comes on just like feels wow.
It's like,
Just like one of his first things, like, oh my god, you're amazing, but then just like feels his muscles.
it's perfect.
I'm like, but then he said, yeah, on Graham Norton, that apparently he basically did that with the actual cast.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
like
Because
some
he didn't
amazing
have
people
to
there.
do.
Which
because
is
he has
funny
to-
because Paul Rudd has been more famous
Yeah.
Yeah.
for far longer than they have been.
Yeah, but he was still like in
He was, like,
admiration of
starstruck.
these people. So yeah, he kind of said I was actually like that with them. I just came on and was like,
Here's the thing, though.
Honestly.
Once you get Star-Lord, Ant-Man, and Spider-Man in a film together, Jesus Christ, the jokes. It's gonna be
And
insane.
Jesus as well. they'll be-
I feel like they would be best friends or like
That'd be
worst
great.
enemies.
yeah.
There's a theory going around which I think is quite cute. It's like, what if Star-Lord is like a massive Captain America fan, and he comes back, it's like, wow, Captain
Oh, actually, that
America's
would
alive.
work.
It'd be really cute.
Oh yeah, he would.
I like the theory that Star-Lord is Loki's son.
What? I didn't hear this
There's a
theory.
theory that Star-Lord
I
is
haven't
Loki's
actually
son
seen that
because
one.
you know how in the first Thor it's kind of implied that Loki's been to Earth before because he like knows his way around in that.
Yeah.
And in the comics, in the film, Star-Lord's mom is like, he was an angel, and like it's kind of implied that he's an alien, and he's
Yeah.
kind of magical, and like, wouldn't it be cool if like that was the reveal? And because like Loki is like, how old? Like thousands of years
Yeah.
old, probably.
They don't really.
They won't do it, but like it's just a nice theory.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking his dad is. I totally called that. I was like, I bet you his dad's
It's a
fucking
different
another race.
comic.
Yeah.
They never stay to the end credit scenes.
Yeah. Oh, that was a weird thing that pissed me off though, right? You think the midnight showing, that's when you've got all your Marvel fans. Nobody's, like, people not even left after the first end credit scene. People left straight as the film finished. They didn't wait for any of the end credits. Like,
Maybe they
that's
thought
just
it was
weird.
shite.
They couldn't care less.
I don't think.
Maybe they wanted to go see Batman vs Superman.
Maybe they're just tired. It was like fucking off too.
That is true,
Yeah.
yeah. They're
Callum
probably just tired.
Callum came into college the next day, and he looked so sad. And I was like, "Callum, are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm just done with superheroes."
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Wankers.
Like you looked so upset. I was like worried about
But
you.
to be fair, it is like getting like I'm done
It's
with.
like the thing at
too
the
many
moment, like they
superheroes.
said,
There
like,
are a lot of films, like that's basically all that's out.
It's like
Yeah.
you're gonna be boring, guys.
but it's like, because like, God, I saw an article and it was like there was the period in like the 70s, 80s. Or was it? I think it's like 70s, when it's like everything was
Well, exactly.
Western. It was every
That's the
second film was a
50s and
Western
60s.
film, and it's
We're having
superheroes at
that.
the moment. Every second film is a superhero film, which I'm happy about. But
It's good, but it's
Yeah.
just the fact that this is gonna carry on for like the next.
yeah.
Was it like 5 years or something?
Yeah,
that is at
The
least.
thing is,
If
when
we
you're
plan to like 2020,
when you oversaturate the market so much, it's bound to like produce a couple of crap films.
Like
Yeah.
art release.
Yeah.
If you oversaturate
But
your art
have you guys noticed you
You'll
get
die.
no like romantic comedies anymore? Romantic comedies or just romances in general, just
Oh,
you
no.
hardly see any of them.
I'm
anymore.
glad.
They're all in like
Yeah.
TV shows. at the
I
moment.
get really mad at rom-coms because like they do
Predictable.
such fucking stupid things, and I'm like,
So dumb.
actual humans, if only you talk to each other, and I'm like, it's all stupid. Like the
Yeah.
few I've mentioned, like there's
That's
only a
what
few
I've
rom-coms actually
I've
like that
told
are like 27 Dresses,
Yes.
P.S. I
Yeah,
Love You.
that's I have to admit I do like
Yeah.
some of them, but a lot of the other ones are just.
I was
Yeah.
reading an article and it was like TV is the place to go for romance. It's like, yeah, because you see these, you actually care about these characters' romances and stuff when you see it on TV. But yeah, like that's a genre that's kind of dying at the moment.
Oh.
Apart from books,
Like book,
Yeah.
like romance books.
like
that
most
have
of my
been
yeah.
into-
my favorites are normally like romance books, and that's,
Yeah, it's because
The
they're
ones
really nice to read.
I'll read action adventure ones.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite stories that I'll actually like, because you know I don't buy things, I read everything
Mhm.
online because I'm cheap and I'm poor. So I just like, so most of my like romances are normally adventure ones and romance such as like,
Mhm.
these are probably my two favorites. I really liked Star-Crossed and Gracelings, which I keep trying to tell Douglas to read. And
Maybe one day.
I finished this and I was really sad, Unleashed, and I was like, there was no romance at all in it. But it was really good, and it's like about this chick who's like a werewolf, but she turns out to be like not a werewolf, she's something else, because the werewolf thing that attacked her was not a real werewolf, it's something like super, that the werewolves are scared of, and I'm like, oh yes, yes, I love it, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So I need to find the second one of that, but it's been years, but I need to get around to that, because it's really good.
Well,
But yeah, my favorite stories are normally adventure romances.
Yeah. It's because they're like the best to take you away from reality. Well, like just yeah.
Escapism! Ha!
Yeah, I know.
Like, if only real people were as charming.
Yeah.
If only romance between an asshole and a pretty normal person worked.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
on that note,
Is that all
I think that's it.
Oh, yeah.
And on the lovely romance novels.
Yes.
And then all my comic books are only dark and gory. And my shows.
Yay.
Found a new show, it was great. We got back after a con and we were like eating. It's like, what shit? Because we played How to Fill Boyfriend. It's like a dating sim with pigeons.
Yeah,
And it was so funny. And like the true route, which we accidentally played first, like your boyfriend turns into pudding, and then you live forever in your heart as a piece of pudding. It's like beautiful. His name is now Pudai. But after that we
so
were
done with this
eating,
episode.
but we were eating curry and we're like, what should we watch on Netflix? It's like, I don't know, pick something. It's like, pick that one. It's like, we don't know what it is, but it's new. It's like, sure, let's watch it. And then it turned out to be really good, and we got like 5 episodes in, and I had to go home. They finished it. I didn't, but it's like 12 episodes, and now I want to finish it because it's really good. It's basically, we were talking about it, and I was like, it's basically Tokyo Ghoul, but like, it's Netflix original. So.
Sign off.
It's funny. Like, there's just one line. It's like, I gotta take a piss, and then like, because of circumstances, there is now like an eternal ghost constantly going, I gotta take a piss.
Oh no, give me a chocolate biscuit. No. Libby, get out. Nobody likes you.
See, she agrees with me. She take 2. You 5.
Go to the shop and give me a sandwich. Okay.
Okay, so I think that's all. You.
Nameless Nerd featuring Lana's mom.
She's walking with random
yeah,
things.
she's just become a part of
Yeah.
this.
She loves Marvel movies and she loves books. That's the only nerd
You
thing I
actually
can
have
connect
her
with.
as, like, no, I don't think she would want to be a guest.
She talked
actually.
about she talked with you when you guys were leaving last time about like
Oh,
she's like,
yeah.
I have Lord of the Rings extended
Yeah.
features, and it's like, get
I
fucked.
remember one night before work, I stood and talked to her about TV shows for like a good 10 or 20 minutes, I think.
Did you talk to her about Arrow?
Yeah.
Did she tell you how much she
Yeah.
missed it? What did she say?
Just pretty much exactly what you told me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's sign off because I'm getting
Yeah.
really hungry.
Okay. Thank you.
Have this conversation off air.
Yes. Alrighty then. Lana Nicole signing off.
Sophie Allen Buxton signing off. Why did I salute?
Because Civil War.
Rosemary McDonald signing off.
Come, don't do that.
Callum is signing off forever. But
Listen to the Biscuitin podcast.
sounds like your conscience. Spooky conscience.
Douglas Yaniga signing off. If you want to go listen to Callum's other podcast, it's one of the featured channels on the page.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
and I'll
then.
probably put a link in the description.
Au
if I remember
revoir,
which one.
mon chéri.
Bye.
Bye.